We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you this local Pueblo sports broadcast. This is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massari Arena for tonight's Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference doubleheader as Metro State has come to town, the perennial power of the RMAC, take on the Thunderwolves here. The first place women, Csu-Pueblo 9-0, 15-0 overall, hoping to extend their home record to 9-0 with a victory tonight over Metro State. The Roadrunners of Metro State, it's been a little bit of a hard to judge right now what kind of year they're having. They are 5-4, but they've played 5 straight at home in the conference. So this is the first of an extended road trip. They're going to play their next 4 on the road. So we're going to find out a little bit more about this ball club. But they are a hard-nosed defensive ball club, and they're going to try to make it into a half-court slugfest. And the Thunderwolves need to be ready for that tonight. One thing about it, if you score over 58 points in a game against Metro State, you're going to win. If they hold you under that number, then they've got a great chance of winning. That seems to be like the magic number when I went through their schedule to see exactly what they bring to the table. And one thing about it, though, one of our favorite players from Metro State, Emily Hardigan, is out for the year. The 6-foot junior out of Frisco, Texas, played the first 5 games of the year, averaging 13.7 rebounds a game, but an early season injury. And the scoop we got that they're going to try to redshirt her or try to do the appeal. They got to go the old 20% thing. I think she started 5 games, played in 6. So you got to get to the 30-game level to make it 20%. So we'll see what kind of appeal they get her the extra year. I think they probably usually you win appeals like that when you give it a shot, when you make a good faith effort at it. And we'd like to see that because she's one of the better players in the RMAC that we've seen the last couple of years. But we will miss her in action here tonight. Come back after this timeout. We're going to talk to the head coach, Jim Turgeon. And all comes your way next. You're listening to Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to the Thunderwolves pregame show, and joining me now, head coach Jim Turgeon. And Jim, that was quite a road trip last week. Your team was really tested late.
Yeah, it wore me out. So I'm glad to get through that 2-0 because I think a lot of teams in the RMAC are going to go up there and lose 1, maybe 2 games for sure. So they were both good games. If you were watching, for a coach, it wasn't very good. But particularly that Black Hills game, I thought that was played at a high level by both teams, and it was exciting. It was really neat to see the girls pull it through at the end.
Yeah, really, the first 3 quarters, maybe at South Dakota Mines, a little bit of a struggle, but the 4th quarter was great. And like you said, the Black Hills game, they played out of their minds almost, it seemed like.
Yeah, both teams shot real well against us. The South Dakota Mines doesn't surprise me. They hit 10 threes, but it does surprise me when Black Hills hit 10 threes. They played very, very well. For whatever reason, I can't really put my thumb on it. They're a tough matchup for us, and they always play well against us. And we were just fortunate enough to put enough plays. What we did, we got to the free throw line, and that was the difference in the game, I think.
Yeah, you really got there a lot in that Black Hills game, 40 times, I think, for the game. So it was incredible. Hit a lot of them early and a little struggle late, but it turned out all right. Speaking of struggle, playing Metro State tonight, this is a team that makes teams struggle, especially on the offensive end.
They're very, very good in the half-court defense. They're very fundamentally sound. Tanya does a great job of coaching them and teaches. They have a mental and physical toughness to them that a lot of teams in our conference don't have. So that makes it tough to score. And we scored 88 points, but a lot of that was the free throw line. We're struggling a little bit from shooting. We're going to have to hit some shots tonight.
Well, they're only giving up 55 a game, but conversely, they don't seem to score a lot. They're scoring 64 a game, but I kind of went through the notes. I think if the team scores 58 points on them, they're going to win. So I guess that's the challenge tonight. Maybe get them speeded up a little bit and try to make the game more of a racehorse type game.
Yeah, back to their defense. They hold teams to 25% from three-point line, which is, I think, the lowest in the RMAC. But we've worked on that this week. We're trying to in our secondary break, we seem to just run it through no matter what's there. We worked on early secondary break this week, and just for this game and for us, period, just so we can maybe get some easier baskets early in the shot clock. It's a lot easier to score against them when their defense isn't set than when it's set.
Well, is that a thing you constantly teach in a game like this? Say, hey, don't be afraid to come down and jack one up early on, or is it where you got to be kind of a little bit of discipline, kind of an in-between thing, isn't it?
Well, that's interesting you say that because we talked about discipline a lot this week. We haven't had much discipline on offense since Christmas, I don't think. We're just not clicking on all cylinders like we did before Christmas. I don't care when they shoot. We try to shoot shots the first 10 seconds of the shot clock or the last 10 seconds of the shot clock. As long as we're doing our stuff, the stuff we do, I don't care. But we might have to look for some early shots tonight to have a chance to win.
Well, when it comes down to they're guarding you outside, it comes down to a very important night, I would imagine, for Rohr and Hine inside in that little two-man game there.
They're going to collapse down on those girls, but we'll see early if they're going to trap the post or not. If they don't do that, then I think we got a good chance down low to get some points.
Well, and one thing you noticed, one of the key plays of the game against Black Hill State was Jasmine cutting to the hoop when Molly got it to the post, came right down the middle. It was just a quick touch pass.
Yeah, we got to do more of that, and also we got to get the ball from one side to the other side. We're doing a good job throwing it in the post, but also throw it from one side, get the ball from one side to the other, and then drive the ball and then kick, because they really honestly overhelp. So there'll be people open on the drive. We got to drive the ball with our head up, and we worked on that also this week.
Conversely, when you know they defend well, it's very important for you to defend well in this ball game, not let them get any confidence.
Yeah, if Tuesday's any indication, or Tuesday practice, we spent the whole day on defense, and it was like a first day of practice, really. So we went back to the basics, and I hope it carries over to the game night. I think we're going to be really good defensively tonight.
All right, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Thunderbolts head coach Jim Turgeon back in the starting lineups. Opening tip-off. Ball comes your way next. It's on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena as we get set for Thunderbolts basketball here tonight as we take on Metro State, the Roadrunners, out of course, Metro Denver, back there on the Auraria campus. Always seems to be a pretty good battle when they play here at Massari Arena, both the women's game and the men's game, and it's turned into a pretty good rivalry. It's one of my favorite games to do, I know that's for sure. And the women maybe not quite as good as they've been in years past, and they're going to miss Hardigan, but they're going to come at you, and they're kind of sneaky, getting experience on you. They started off the year kind of young, but as the year goes on, they're getting better and better. This could be one of those trap games for the Thunderbolts, because tomorrow night UCCS comes to town, and it's a battle for first place in the RMAC. So the Roadrunners would love to derail that effort tonight here by Csu-Pueblo. Thunderbolts seem to be healthy. They've got Kai Adams back. They'll help their bench a little bit. She's been out with mononucleosis, but she did make the trip to South Dakota last week. She's all right. But everybody else seems to be getting better. They've had a little bit of that flu bug going around, but they seem to be doing better right now. We're going to come back after this timeout. We're going to have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. It all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's join Dave Miller.
The starting lineups. First for Metro, a 5'7" sophomore from Denver, Colorado. Number 4, Jalen Smith. A 5'8" junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Number 11, Janae Squires Horton. A 6' junior from Wollongong, Australia. Number 12, Georgia Ordorf. A 5'11" sophomore from Fall Creek, Wisconsin. Number 23, Jonathan Whitwer. And a 5'10" senior from Medford, Oregon. Number 35, Louisa Tago. Head coach of the Roadrunners, Tanya Hobby. And now, the starting lineup for your Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves. A 5'9" junior from Vancouver, Washington, number 32, Tulesu Anderson. A 5'8" junior from Moreno Valley, California, number 14, Taylor Long. A 6'3" sophomore from Greenwood Village, Colorado, number 42, Molly Rohr. A 6'1" sophomore from Loomis, California, number 33, Lauren Hine. And a 6' junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 5, Katie Cunningham. Volunteer assistant Tommy Turgeon, part-time assistant Dee Arrieta, assistant coach Tara Moyers, and head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon.
And we thank Dave Miller each and every home game here at Massari Arena, bringing the starting lineups. I kind of like that. Katie Cunningham coming over and giving Joe Servey the knuckles and kind of brushing off the refs. Like, I don't need to go. Yeah, I know it's your needs. Exactly, Joe. That's cool. Set to go. We got kind of a unique experience here tonight. 3 female officials tonight: Ashley Gilpin, Ashley Ellis, and Judd McCall. I don't know which is which, so I can't rip any of them. As you heard last week, I profile referees, but I'm guilty. Thunderbolts move left to right as we look at it here. They're in their home whites with the blue numeral, red trim. Metro State in their road blue with the white numerals. A little bit of red trim sprinkled in. We sit at Dave Socher Press Row here at Massari Arena. Glad to have you along tonight here on Fox Sports Pueblo and the Stretch Internet feed. Here's Hine down low, left missed. And the rebound to Jalen Smith for the Roadrunners. They bring it across the timeline. Down the lane, cut off there. Kicks it outside to Tago. Thunderbolts in a man-to-man defense onto the right baseline. This is Ordorf, the Australian. She drives the baseline. Now kicks it off on the left baseline to Smith. Drives in, goes up and under, missed it. Rebound comes outside to Cunningham. She wants to run it. Across the timeline, over the right wing, right in front of the Metro State bench, up top to Hine. Hine goes left side to Tule Sue, and she threw it right at her ankles and threw away. Oh, tough start for Lauren Hine. Missed the layup, and there, a bad pass. Caught the wrath of Jim Turgeon a little bit there. Here's Jalen Smith bringing it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Up top to Ordorf. Ordorf looking for a cutter in the lane. Tago, but Tule Sue cut her off. Now up top. They swing it onto the right side. Here's Ordorf. Drives in from the right-hand hook up and good. Nice little move there by Georgia Ordorf. And the Roadrunners strike first here at Massari Arena. Cunningham on the right wing for the Thunderwolves. We're a minute in here. Up top to Long. Long holds it there. Goes left side to Hine. Hine looking for Rohr down on the block. Can't find her. Comes outside to Cunningham. They go right side to Long. Halfway through the shot clock here. Down low to Rohr. Now feeds it to Hine. Hine busts in from the left, goes up, and the ball was stripped and it went off her hip out of bounds. Metro State very good in the half-court game on defense. They'll make you struggle. Here's Smith bringing it across the timeline. Onto the left wing to Horton. Horton looked down low. Now comes out to the top of the key to Ordorf. She swings it onto the right side to Smith. Smith takes a look inside, looks for a cutter. Can't find anybody. Goes to Ordorf, top of the key. She starts a drive on Rohr. Fakes, bounces it down low and threw it away. Tried to get it down lower to Tago, and the pass sailed right by her out of bounds. So the turnover gives it to the Thunderwolves. And Cunningham now will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Still 2-0, Metro State on top. Cunningham goes to Tule Sue on the right wing, trying to find Hine on the block. They go instead. Now they pass outside, and an offensive foul called on Lauren Hine.
That's why she's off bounds. She pulled her arm down.
Oh, inbounds pass to Smith. She'll bring it across the timeline. Onto the right side to Ordorf. Ordorf holds it there. Comes left side to Horton. Horton now dribbles to the top of the key. Goes onto the right side to Whitwer. Whitwer holds it. Bounce to the baseline to Ordorf. Ordorf comes outside to Tago. She starts to drive into the paint. Down the lane. Shot blocked. And the rebound to Hine. She got the block shot and the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Ahead to Tule Sue on the left wing. Fakes. Steps back. Won't take the three. Kicks it outside to Hine. Hine back to Tule Sue. Whistle foul inside on Metro State. And it's going to be on Georgia Ordorf, holding away from the ball. Maddie Beagley checks in, and Lauren Hine will come out. So it'll be Long to trigger it in for the Thunderwolves. Oh, Beagley was wide open, gets it to her. She drives into the paint, fakes, comes back outside to Cunningham, won't take the shot. Holds it, goes right side to Beagley. Beagley lobs it down low to Rohr. They double team her, kicks it outside to Long. Long dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper on the way, in and out, no good. The rebound batted out of bounds by Beagley. It'll belong to Metro State. 7:21 to go here in the first quarter. Still 2-0, Metro State on top. Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. She directs traffic. Wants somebody to set up on the right side. Gets it over there to Ordorf. Ordorf works around a screen to the free throw line. Now starts a drive on Rohr. Goes up with that right-hand hook again. Missed it this time. Rebound to Long. Long will bring it out of there herself. Brings it across the timeline. Kicks it down low to Beagley. Pass gets away, and it goes off the foot of Beagley out of bounds. Well, Metro State with the ball. We played over 3 minutes here. Still 2-0. Roadrunners on top. And Smith will bring it across the timeline for Metro State. Gives it up top to Tago, onto the left side to Whitworth. Whitworth now to Horton. Horton fakes, steps back. She'll launch a three ball. It's on the way off the back iron. Long rebound, and Long has it. Long will bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunner. It angles over in front of Tanya Javi and the Metro State bench. Up top to Beagley. Now to Rohr. On the block. Goes up with the left hand. Missed the banker. Beagley gets shoved out of the way, and the rebound belongs to Metro State. Back they come. Long down court feed to the baseline. Now return pass outside to Smith. Top of the key to Ordorf. Ordorf over onto the left side to Whitworth. Whitworth now up top to Smith. Onto the right side to Horton. Horton holds things up. Metro State's got to love the pace right now. Here's Ordorf on the baseline. Starts a drive on Rohr. Into the paint. Wheels, goes up, and shot blocked, and rebound belongs to Rohr. So she gets the block shot, and the rebound ball knocked away out of bounds. It belonged to the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves with mass substitutions here. They're going to go wholesale changes, go to the second string right now. It's one of the earliest times in the game this year we've seen Andrea Petrovic. She's into the game. Beagley's in there already. Moore, Jasmine Johnson, and Katie Jones. So it's the second string right now for the Thunderwolves, trying to get something ignited here. Jones goes into the corner to Jasmine. The big hero last Saturday night. Now to Beagley. Down low to Moore. In her office, turns, faces, won't take the shot. Now Wheels goes up with the right hand, left it short. And the rebound to Tago. Gets the outlet pass to Smith. She'll bring it across the timeline. Feeds it into the corner. Trying to get some early offense, but the Thunderwolves get back, and now they'll set things up and grind out the possession. Onto the right side to Whitworth. Whitworth up top, open for the jumper. It's on the way, in and out, no good, and the rebound to Moore off the miss from Janae Payne, who's into the ball game for Metro State. Feet up top. Moore won't take the three. Goes left side to Petrovic. She dribbles around a screen to the top of the key. Goes left side to Jones. Jones moves in. Down the lane she goes. Scoops it up. Missed it. Left it short, and the rebound to Smith. Smith will bring it out to herself across the timeline. Pulls up. 18-footer on the way off the back iron. Long rebound. Beagley hasn't. She's fouled from behind by Luisa Tago. 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. Still 2-0. And now you get an idea why Metro State holds you down to 55 a game. And if you score 58 a game, you're going to win against them. It's that kind of ball club. Here's Jasmine Johnson on the left wing. Gives it up to Jones. Jones dribbles around a screen. Can't get the shot off. Nobody moving. Now on the right side to Petrovic. She drives to the baseline. Cut off. Comes back outside to Moore. Whistle and a foul underneath on Metro State. And that will be our media timeout. Jonalyn Whitwer on the foul. That's the third team foul on Metro State. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. It's 2-0. Metro State on top. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, it's an ugly stat sheet to start the game off. Thunderwolves 0 for 5. Metro State 1 for 8. Thunderwolves with 4 turnovers, 3 of them by Lauren Hine. That's why she got the quick hook. The entire second string in there right now for the Thunderwolves. Their starters thinking about it. Here's Jones inbounded for the pack. Gets it into Moore. She's wide open, and she missed it from about point-blank range. And the rebound underneath to Jalen Smith. Starters all coming back to the scorer's table. They're going to check back in at the next whistle for the Thunderwolves. Here's Tago out top. Feeds it to the post. Smith turns, faces, starts a drive on Jones, plows right into Beagley, lost it out of bounds. They're just going to say the ball went out. Could have perhaps called an offensive foul, but why waste time? Let's just turn the ball over and give it to the Thunderwolves. Here come the starters back in. See if they learned anything sitting over there on the bench here. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Thunderwolves average 75 a game. They're at 0 right now. Here's Cunningham. Front of the Metro bench. Drives the baseline. Cut off. Comes outside to Long. Whistle. Foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Molly Rohr. So that's foul number 1 on Molly. So both team fouls for the Thunderwolves coming on their post players, trying to get position down low. Here is Smith bringing it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. She angles to the right wing, keeps the dribble alive. Now comes out top to Tago, swing it onto the left side to Whitwer. Whitwer holds it, feeds it up top, driving into the lane. This is Gonzalez, goes up with the left hand and lays it in. Michaela Gonzalez off the bench, and it makes it 4-0. Metro with the lead. Here's Long. In front of the Metro bench, dribbles around a screen to the top of the key, hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham gets it to Rohr down on the block, backs her way in, and as the ball knocked away, comes to Long on the baseline. She goes underneath, gives it back to Rohr. Rohr goes up with the right-hand hook in the paint and flipped it in. It was a long time coming. Little Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but the Thunderwolves get their first bucket of the game. 4-2. Ball on the left side. Here's Whitwer. Now to Smith. Smith holds it there, onto the left side. This is Gonzalez. She just scored the last hoop for the Roadrunners. Looks inside, comes outside instead to Whitwer. Whitwer at the top of the key, picked up there by Hine, hands off to Tago. Tago will just launch a three-pointer shot on air ball. Sioux dared her to shoot it, and it was a good dare. The ball goes out of bounds, turned over to the Thunderwolves. A 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. 4-2, Metro on top. They go back to the bench as Squires Horton checks in. Whitwer out. Also coming out of the game, Tago. And it looks like Smith's back in there now for Metro State. Here's Cunningham onto the right side. Nice backdoor feed to Hine, but Hine unable to handle it. It was knocked away from behind by Bree Wellington. Needed to lead that pass about another foot, and it had been perfect. Here's Long on the baseline. Tries to get it in for Long. Lobs it way outside. Sioux has it for the Thunderwolves. Starts to drive. Steps back. Thought about the three. Trying to find Rohr on the block. Drives into the paint. Cut off. Goes up. She traveled with the ball. Four to 2. Metro State with the lead. 2:44 to go here in the first quarter. Jalen Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Starts to drive into the paint, gets all the way to the hoop, goes up, missed the layup, and the rebound to Rohr. Outlet pass to Long. Thunderwolves want to run here. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Long in from the right, cut off, steps back, gives it back. Cunningham won't take the three, goes to Rohr. Left side to Sioux. She's covered up. Now steps back, she will jack up the three-pointer. It's way short. Rebound comes outside to Sioux, and she got rid of it, and she was fouled on the play. And the foul will be on Janae Payne. That's team foul number 4 on Metro. So Thunderwolves will inbound it underneath the hoop. Hine now to trigger it in. Goes way outside with it to Cunningham. Cunningham holds it there, gets it to Rohr on the block, backs her way into the paint. All goes up with the left hand, missed it. And the rebound to Smith. Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Starts a drive into the paint on Long. The ball knocked away. Long had the steal but lost it. Regained in the paint. Now hand the ball off to Gonzalez, and she lays it in with the left hand. Gonzalez with 4 points off the bench makes it 6-2. Metro on top. Cunningham brings it across the timeline to the top of the key. Lobs it to Rohr at the high post. Turns, faces, goes to Cunningham. Cunningham starts a drive. Now steps back, comes up top to Sioux. Thought about the three, wouldn't take it. Now gives it off to Hine. Hine holds it there. Left side to Cunningham. 8 on the shot clock. Rohr goes outside and threw it away. Was trying to get it to Long, who was set up for the three-pointer, but the pass got away.
Why are we calling a set? Kick him off the floor.
1:32 to go here in the first quarter. It's 6-2. Metro State with the lead. Smith brings it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. On to the right side to Payne. Payne holds it, now gives it up top to Horton. Horton going to jack up a long three ball way off the mark. Check the backboard for a divot. Here's Cunningham, brings it across the timeline to the top of the key. Starts a drive, kicks it outside to Long. Won't take the three. Covered up there, now comes outside to Sioux. Sioux now with a dribble. Gives it off to Hine. Hine holds it there. One bounce, gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham, top of the key, goes right side. Long's wide open. Three ball on the way. Missed it badly. Long rebound. And it belongs to Gonzalez for Metro State. Ahead to Smith. Smith in from the right. Down the lane. Cut off there. Now steps back with it. Comes outside to Gonzalez. Onto the left side to Horton. Horton now gives it up top to Smith. Onto the right side. This is Payne. Down into the corner to Gonzalez. Gonzalez directing traffic. Dribbles around the screen. Into the paint. Stops. Kicks it into the corner. Wide open. Three ball by Jalen Smith. Short. And Long didn't go get the rebound. Rebound to Horton. She missed it. And Rohr gets the rebound for the Thunderwolves. Very fortunate there. Long down court feed to Anderson. Anderson into the paint. Should have been a reach-in foul there. Turns. Fires from 10. Got it. Anderson with her first bucket. It's 6-4. 2-point lead for the Roadrunners. We're under a minute to go. We're under 20 seconds to go, actually. 15 to go in the quarter. Smith hands the ball off up top. Here's a step-back jumper by Payne. Banks it up too hard. Rebound to Tule-Su. They got a chance here. 8 seconds to go. Tule-Su in from the right. Down the lane she goes. Up and under and lays it in. 1 second to go, and that will end the first quarter. So it ends on a good note for the Thunderwolves. It was a poor start, but Tule-Su with 4 points in the last minute gets the Thunderwolves even as we go to the second quarter. 6-6 our score. This is Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Well, it's an ugly stat sheet. We'll get to it. That's the lowest output of the year for the Thunderwolves in the first quarter. Previous low was 9 against Lubbock Christian. Thunderwolves came back and defeated the defending champions in that game, second game of the year. It was a Metro States tournament, as a matter of fact. But the good news is, for the Thunderwolves anyway, 6 points allowed matches the lowest output. Highlands and Western State also only able to score 6 points against the Thunderwolves in the first quarter. Thunderwolves now up the ante here with a little pressure. Oh my goodness, they're going to call that on Jasmine Johnson. What is it, grade school? Man, oh man. Foul on Jasmine Johnson, her first. Whew. Ball on the left side. Here's Bree Wellington is into the ball game now for Metro State. Freshman out of Fresno, California. All outside. Horton fakes the three, steps in. 18-footer partially blocked, it looked like, by Cunningham. And Tule-Su gets the rebound. And then she is covered up in the backboard, gets rid of it. Or gets across the timeline, I should say. Fires across court. Cunningham in the corner. Open for three. It's good. Katie Cunningham from downtown gives the Thunderwolves their first lead of the ball game. 9-6, Pack on top. 9:20 to go here in the second quarter. Feed down on the block to Ordorf. She's in, goes up, and banks it in. Ordorf with 4. 9-8. Thunderwolves by 1. Cunningham up top to Hine. Hine holds it, goes left side to Tule-Su. Dribbles around a screen. Steps back. She'll launch a long three-pointer. Short. And the rebound belongs to Tago. Tago fires it ahead onto the left side. Here's Payne on the baseline. And the ball knocked away by Cunningham out of bounds. Almost had the steal, just couldn't quite control it on the baseline. It'll be triggered in on the baseline here by Tago. Trouble on the inbounds. They finally get it in. On the left side to Ordorf. She skips it up top. This is Payne. Payne won't take it. Gives it off to Horton. Horton out of the top of the key to Tago. Onto the right side to Payne. Payne holds it there. 12 on the shot clock. Looking back to Ordorf. Wide open. Beautiful feed. Layup good. Ordorf with 6. She faked to the high post and then went right behind Moore and got the bucket in there. 10-9. 1 point lead for Metro State. Here's Jasmine driving to the right hand. Scoop up and in. Got the roll. Johnson with her first bucket. 11-10. Thunderwolves lead it by 1. 8:20 to go here in the first half. Ordorf with it. Out at the top of the key. Hands it off to Wellington. Wellington starts a drive and she plows right into Jasmine Johnson. Offensive foul. Outside official called charge. The inside official was going to call the block, but the outside official overruled. Oh, first foul of the game on Wellington. Cunningham brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Onto the right side to Johnson. Johnson dribbles around a screen. Down the lane she goes. Scoops it up. Shot blocked beautifully by Bree Wellington. And they say the ball last touched by Jasmine Johnson. It'll go out of bounds to Metro State. Bree Wellington, the freshman out of Fresno. Good looking athlete there. Brings it across the timeline to the Roadrunners. Onto the left side to Whitworth. Whitworth dribbles to the top of the key. Now hands the ball off. Hands it to Tago. Tago back to Ordorf. Ordorf, a little ball fake. Fakes, won't take the shot. Comes outside with it to Whitworth. 10 on the shot clock. High screen set there. Cunningham fights through it into the corner to Tago. She dribbles up top. Now hands it off to McClare. 4 on the shot clock. Left side to Ordorf. Lob it inside. Shot blocked from behind by Hine. Rebound to Rohr. Off the miss by Wellington. Ahead to Cunningham. Cunningham on the right side. Back pass to Jasmine. Won't take the three. Goes to Rohr. She will launch the three ball. It's good. Molly Rohr, her first three-pointer of the year. 14-10. Thunderwolves by 4. Jim Turgeon, shoot the ball. He was happy about that one. Here's a little reverse drive by Tago. Cut off, steps back, jumper no good. They've got the rebound inside. Does Ordor, shot, foul. It's going to be on Rohr. She clipped her right across the wrist. Fans don't like it, but that was an easy call. Problem with the Thunderbolts, that's foul number 2 on Molly Rohr, and we saw what happened last week. She picked up that second foul early on against Black Hills State and had to sit out the rest of the first half. Free throw up and good by Ordor. She's a 72% free throw shooter. Second toss, short, but she gets the shooter's roll. 8 points for Ordor. She leads the Roadrunners. 14-12. Thunderwolves lead it by 2. Rohr stays in the game for the moment. Ball on the right side to Tule-Su. She drives the baseline cutoff, and the foul will be on Erin McClare. As Tule-Su got right around her. That's one of those fouls that might have benefited the defense because Tule-Su had an easy money down the baseline there. But the foul was there. Inbounds to Tule-Su. She's open for 3. Swish. Tule-Su with 7. It's 17-12 as the Thunderwolves start to warm up to the occasion here. Ball up top. Here's Whitwer. Whitwer faked the 3. Now goes onto the right side to McClare. McClare now to Tago. Tago looking into the paint. Now comes left side instead to Ordorf. Ordorf going to take it right at Rohr. That's a smart thing to do, but then she threw it away. Jim Turgeon showing some confidence right now in Molly Rohr as she has those 2 fouls. He's going to try to buy a few extra minutes from her here. Back into the game, Jalen Smith. Out of the game, Louisa Tago. Also back in, Squires Horton. And we're going to get a timeout taken here by Metro State. 6:21 to go in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 17-12. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, it was ugly for the Thunderwolves in the first quarter. They were only 3 of 12, 25%. But here in the second quarter, they're 4 of 6, including 3 3-pointers in the quarter. And that's what has them the lead here. They're up 17-12, and we've got the timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Thunderwolves basketball as Johnson has it to Cunningham. Up top to Tule-Su. Fakes the 3. Drives into the paint. Nice little ball fake. The defense didn't buy it. Rebound loose in the lane. And Tule-Su has the steal. And then the ball ripped away and then foul on Metro State, I believe, here. I think the foul is going to be on Horton. Yep. Foul on Squires Horton. So it'll be Jasmine Johnson to trigger. And Cunningham getting her first rest of the game as Long is back in there. Now back into the game, Michaela Gonzalez had 4 points early on in the game off the bench for Metro State. Johnson to trigger it in. Gets it into Tule-Su on the right side. They clear it out for her. She drives the baseline, steps back. Now goes to Rohr down on the block. Back outside to Long. She drives into the paint. Outside to Jasmine. 3 ball on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Long rebound. Comes out to Horton. And Horton wheels and brings it across the timeline. Fires it ahead now to Smith. Smith directing traffic. Now starts to drive around a screen to the right wing. Higher hands it off to Whitwer. She won't take the 3. She dribbles around a screen. Now she will launch from about 25, and it's good. Well beyond the 3-point line there, and Whitwer buries it. Makes it 17-15. Thunderwolves by 2. Up top to Johnson. Now down low to Rohr. Wheels goes up with the left hand and drew the foul. Nice move there. And the foul is on Ordor, first, second, and that'll send Molly Rohr to the free throw line. Molly, 82% on the year, 55 of 67. Gets there more often than any other Thunderwolf. Second toss, no good. So 1 out of 2 for Rohr. On the right side. Here's Horton. Hands it off up top. Long 3-pointer by Ordorf. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound to Tule-Su. She wants to run. She has Rohr with her. Dribbles to the left wing. Cut off there. Now stops and goes down the baseline. Drew the foul. Beautiful, just a little stop-and-go move there by Tule-Su. She kind of hesitated, drew the defense out, and then drove right around Horton and draws the second foul on Horton, and they're over the limit. So that'll send Tule-Su to the line to shoot a pair. Thunderwolves as a team, 78%. They average just under 16 makes a game. First free throw up, no good. Csu on the year, 81% free throw shooter. Roar comes out, so the gamble pays off for Jim Turgeon. He left Molly out there for a couple extra minutes with those 2 personal fouls, and he'll send Moore back out there now. Second toss up, and Csu missed a pair. And back the other way comes Jalen Smith. Down the lane, and whistle, a foul on the Thunderwolves, a holding foul on Maddie Beagley. That pass had a lot of mustard on it. Inbounds pass, left side. Whitwer's open, 18-footer, air ball. Rebound to Jasmine Johnson on the backside for the Thunderwolves. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing. Up top to Beagley, onto the right side to Long. Long dribbles around a screen. Steps back and falls to the deck. Lost it, regains it. Whistle, foul on Metro State. The foul's going to be on Gonzalez. She can't believe it. So that'll send Taylor Long to the free throw line. So Thunderwolves last week, they hit 17 in a row to start the game against Black Hills State. They ended up missing 9 free throws in that second half, and here they've missed a pair already, but Long gets the shooter's roll on this one. She'll have one more. It's 19-15. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. One more for the junior out of Moreno Valley. California swishes it through there. 20-15. Thunderwolves on top. That matches their biggest lead of the game. Ball on the left side. Here's Whitwer with it. She dribbles around a screen, steps back, now hands the ball outside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez onto the right side to Smith. Smith probing, now to Ordorf. Ordorf, the Aussie, to the free throw line. Feeds it outside to Smith. She drives in, cut off there. Now starts again into the paint, goes up and under, missed the layup. Rebound loose, knocked away out of bounds by Moore, I believe, yes. And it belonged to Metro State. Fans don't like it. I thought it was the proper call. Katie Cunningham back in the game. And Jasmine Johnson comes out. Also coming out is Georgia Ordorf as Bree Wellington checks in now for Metro State. Inbound ball on the baseline. Now they feed it around the perimeter. Whitwer onto the right side to Smith. Smith holds it there. Gives it up top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the right side to Smith. Smith wants play number 4 here. Gives it off now to Payne. Payne holds it. Now to the free throw line to Gonzalez. Down the lane she goes. Up and under with the left hand. Good. Nice move there by Michaela Gonzalez. She has 6 off the bench. 20-17. Thunderwolves by 3. Long on the left wing. Lobs it down low to Moore. Takes a shove in the back. Turnaround from 15 way off the mark. Beagley had the rebound. Losses batted into the corner. And picked up there by Jalen Smith for the Rotor. She races it across the timeline. Steps to the top of the key. Now starts a drive ball. Reached in foul on Katie Jones. Team foul number 4 on the Thunderwolves. Roar comes back in the game. And Moore out of there. 3:36 to go here in the first half. 20-17, Thunderwolves on top. Inbounds pass. Return feed to Smith. Smith into the corner. Payne can't get the jumper off, so she moves in from 15, left it short. Rebound out of bounds off of Metro State's Erin McClare as she was battling Katie Cunningham for the ball. The ball goes to the Thunderwolves. So Thunderwolves by 3. 3:25 to go here in the first half. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Angles to the left wing, hands it off to Long. They run their weave game out on the perimeter. Cross-court feed to Long. Boy, she was wide open for the 3, but fumbled the ball away. Now drives in, cut off, gives it to Roar. Roar is whacked from behind. You can hear the slap all the way over here. Man, oh man, foul on Erin McClare. And Tanya Hobby, you know, she complains on every call, but sometimes when you complain, it's just over the top. Come on, Tanya. Molly Roar to the line. Free throw good. One more for Molly Roar, the sophomore out of Greenwood Village. And she missed it, so the Thunderwolves not doing themselves any favors from the free throw line here. Smith onto the left side to McClare. McClare holds it there, gives it up top. Gonzalez wide open, 18-foot jumper on the way. Missed it badly. Rebound, Cunningham has it. She wheels and brings it out of there herself. Cross the timeline. Angles to the top of the key. Goes right side to Long. Stops and goes up the baseline. Step back, can't get the jumper off. Feeds it outside to Cunningham. Down the lane she goes. Cut off. Feeds it off to Rohr and lost it. And the ball stolen away by McClare. McClare hands it off now to Smith. Smith across the timeline to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. A little scoop shot up and in. A beauty by Jalen Smith. Her first bucket of the game. 21-19. And then Thunderwolves then throw it away on the inbounds pass. With no pressure on whatsoever. That's one of those just a giveaway. So Metro State now with the ball, chance to tie, maybe get the lead if they can hit a triple here with 2:27 to go in the first half. Inbounds pass to Smith. Now up top, they work it around the perimeter. On the left side to Payne. Goes onto the right side, now back pass to Wellington. Wellington gives it to Smith. She dribbles around the screens. They play pick and roll. On the left side to Payne. Pick and roll again. Payne down the lane. She goes. Ball knocked away from behind by Jones. And it will be Metro's ball. Csu back in the game for the Thunderwolves. Coming out Long. Here's Smith to inbound the ball. Lobs it way outside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, right side to Payne. Payne now will dribble out of there for the Roadrunners. 8 on the shot clock. Thunderwolves pick up the intensity. Smith now drives around. Whistle. Wow. Tickle, tickle. That puts the Thunderwolves over the limit. And at the line, it will be Jalen Smith. 72% on the year. Free throw up, good. For the tie, it's good. 21-21. Under 2 minutes to go now here in the first half. Jones way outside for the Thunderwolves. Goes left side to Csu. Holds it there. Now starts a drive into the paint. Kicks it outside to Hine. Now right side to Jones. Jones now dribbles to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Stops and pops from about 10. Missed it. Beagley with the rebound. Banks it up and in. Maddie Beagley working hard on the rebound. Makes it 23-21. Back the other way. Here comes Smith. Pulls up from 18 off the back iron. Csu has the rebound on the baseline. Has Jones streaking ahead. Can't get it to her, though. Csu now on the right wing. Holds things up. Holds it. Now goes down low to Hine. Hine backs her way into the paint. Goes up with the left hand, and she was fouled. Hine kind of fell awkwardly on the play, but she gets right up. Second foul on Wellington. 4 players with 2 fouls apiece for Metro State. Rohr has 2 for the Thunderwolves. Hine to the line. 61% on the year. Free throws up and good. Thunderwolves have missed 4 free throws here in this second quarter.
Number 11,
Let's go. Kids, right here.
Second toss, swish. Hine's first points of the game. It's 25-21. Thunderwolves by 4. Jones out and Jasmine Johnson in now for the Pack. Horton comes out of the game for Metro State. Thunderwolves going with a little full court pressure here. They're able to get it in. Now Smith, they want to trap her if she brings it across the timeline. They're enticing her. Now they hand the ball off to Whitworth. Gets it across the timeline, almost had the steal. Here's Wellington. She's trapped in trouble. Gets rid of it into the corner. Now driving the baseline, Gonzalez. Plowed into Csu, no call. Here's a jumper on the way by Wellington, no good. Rebound, Cunningham lost it. Now Jasmine chases it down in the backcourt. She'll bring it out of there herself. Brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. To the top of the key. Holds it, goes outside to Cunningham. She's open. Three-pointer on the way, off the back iron, no good. And the rebound to Whitworth. Whitworth now will bring it across. Dribbles to the top of the key. Keeps the dribble alive. Now hands it off to Smith. Down the lane she goes. And a nice pass. Shot blocked by Hine. Rebound loose. Picked up by Gonzalez. Shot blocked by Hine. Jump ball is the call. And on the alternating possession, it belongs to the Thunderwolves. Great defense there by the Pack. In close. Well, Thunderwolves now, there's about a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. Cunningham with it on the left side. Moves it up top to Csu. Csu starts a drive, steps back, thought about the three, won't take it, goes to Hine at the high post. Backdoor feed to Csu, layup good. What a beautiful play. 9 for Anderson, 27-21. Last shot time for Metro State. Down by 6. Here driving to Lane Smith. Goes up and under with left hand, missed it. Csu's got time. 5 seconds to go. She'll race it across the timeline. 3 seconds to go. Csu from about 30. Short, just hit the front iron. And that will end the first half. The Thunderwolves with a 6-0 run to end the half to take a 6-point lead to the locker room. They lead at 27-21. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. 27-21 is our halftime score. Thunderwolves didn't score in this game until 3:31 to go in the first quarter. That made the score 4-2 at that point. We were tied at the end of 6-6. And the Thunderwolves kicked it in gear. They scored the 11 of the first 15 points to start the second quarter. 3 3-pointers helping that effort. Led by as many as 5 on a couple of occasions, and now they lead by 6 as they score the final 6 of the first half. They lead at 27-21. Roar has 7. Csu Anderson with 9 for the Thunderwolves, leading the way for the Roadrunners, Georgia Ordorf with 8. Back with more of our halftime show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. 27-21 is our halftime score. Thunderwolves on top of the Roadrunners. Take a look at the first half numbers. Csu Anderson, 4 of 7 from the field, included a 3-pointer. Did miss a couple free throws. She has 9 points to lead the way for the Pack. Molly Rohr, a couple field goals. One of them a 3-pointer, her first of the year. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She has 7. After that, Katie Cunningham at a 3-pointer for 3. Hine with 2. Long with 2, Johnson and Beagley with 2. Thunderwolves 9 of 25 from the field. That's 36%. But they were 6 of 13 in the second quarter as they picked up the pace a little bit. Ended up 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. 3 of 6 in the second quarter, so overall 38%. 6 of 10 from the free throw line, 60% for Metro State in the first half. Their leading scorer, Georgia Ordorf, 3 of 6 in the field, hit a couple free throws. She has 8. Michaela Gonzalez off the bench had 3 field goals for 6. Jalen Smith, a field goal, 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 4. Jonah Lynn Whitwer with a field goal for 3. It was a 3-pointer. 8 of 35 from the field. That's only 23% for Metro State. 1 of 7 shooting threes. That's 14%. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Thunderwolves out-rebounded the Roadrunners 23-22. Leading rebounder, Csu Anderson with 6 for the Pack. 4 for Rohr, 3 for Cunningham, 3 for Johnson. For Metro State, their leading rebounder is Jalen Smith. She has 6. Tago and Wellington with 3 apiece. Thunderwolves did turn the ball over 9 times in the first half. 5 turnovers for Metro State. Thunderwolves with 4 assists, 2 of those to Jasmine Johnson. 2 assists for Metro. Thunderwolves with 3 block shots, 2 of those for Hyde, 1 for Rohr. 1 block shot that belonged to Bree Wellington for Metro State. Thunderwolves with 1 steal. It was Csu Anderson. 1 steal for Metro State. It was Aaron McClare. Metro's biggest lead of the first half was a 4-point advantage when they led it at 4-0, and again at 6-2. Thunderwolves' biggest lead of the first half is the halftime lead. They lead it by 6. We had 3 lead changes. The game was tied on 1 occasion in the first half. Our halftime score: Thunderwolves lead at 27-21. Back to the second half right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's take a little tour around the conference here tonight. Colorado Christian, they lead fourth quarter score now over Western State, 53-38. Remember, we'll be in Lakewood on Tuesday night for Thunderwolves basketball as they take on Colorado Christian. It'll be a 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock tip-off right here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Close game right now in the fourth quarter up in Golden. Mesa leads Mines 56-55. Third quarter score, Chadron State. They lead Westminster 53-38. Halftime score, Fort Lewis over Black Hill State 30-24. And midway through the second quarter, South Dakota Mines leads Adams State 22-12. There is your update from around the conference. Metro will get the ball first to start the second half here. Metro will move it left to right as we look at it. We sit courtside here on Dave's Social Press Row here at Massari Arena. Glad to have you along tonight on Fox Sports Pueblo, listening on your iHeartRadio application as well as on the Stretch Internet feed. All around the country, all around the world for that matter. Thunderwolves go with a half-court trap here, but they break it easily. Get it into the corner. Here's a three ball on the way by Whitwer. Missed it. And the rebound loose on the baseline. Cunningham had it, tied it up. And on the alternating possession, it belongs to the Thunderwolves as she was tied up with Georgia Ordorf. And Cunningham ripped the ball away and body slammed Ordorf all in one move.
Kansas.
2-point takedown. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Not many people tougher than Katie Cunningham. I can tell you that for sure. Here's Tule-Su on the left side to Cunningham. Looks for a screen, instead drives the baseline. Goes up and under, fakes, can't get the shot off. Goes outside to Hine. Now outside to Tule-Su. She starts to drive, steps back, pops the three-pointer. Short, will not get the roll. Hine has the rebound. Gets it outside to Tule-Su. She drives it to the free throw line, now steps back. Tries to find Rohr, finds her. Man, she's mugged underneath. And on the fifth time she got fouled, they had to blow the whistle. So it'll be Thunderwolves ball underneath the hoop. Okay, maybe it was only the third time. Fifth time, a little too much hyperbole there. Inbounds pass, Rohr has it. Gives it off now to Cunningham. Cunningham now to Long. Long fakes, drives into the paint, goes up with the left hand, missed it. Rebound on the other side by Smith. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. And the lane opens up. She goes up, scoops it up, good on a foul. That was poor transition defense there by the Thunderwolves. They just kind of... The sea parted for Jalen Smith, and she took it all the way to the rack and laid it in. And the foul is on Hine. That is her second. So a chance for the three-point play here to start the second half for Jalen Smith. She has 6 in the game, 72% free throw shooter. Sophomore out of Denver East. Free throw good. So it's 27-24. The lead cut in half. Long with it on the right wing. Dribbles around a screen. Onto the right side to Tule-Su. Fakes the three-pointer. Drives the base. Oh, tried to back pass to Hine. Hine is struggling tonight, to say the least. Loses it. Back the other way comes Smith. Smith right down the lane. Bounces it into the corner. Saved there by Whitwer. Now up top to Horton. Horton steps back. She'll launch a long three. It's off the back iron. Long rebound. And Tule-Su just lets it go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Pack. So, 3-point lead for the Pack. 8:32 to go here in the third quarter. First one to 50 tonight may win. Here's Long on the right wing. Dribbles around a screen. Won't take the shot. Goes to Hine outside. Now to Tule-Su. She'll start a drive to the free throw line. Now goes up with the right hand. Banks it up too strong on the rebound to Smith. Foul by Cunningham in the backcourt on the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves need somebody else to step forward and score a little bit other than Tule-Su and Rohr. It just seems like the other players are a little hesitant at times here. Here's Horton on the left wing. Holds it, now comes up top to Gonzalez. Now on the left side. They play catch out on the perimeter, out of Smith. Smith directing traffic. Now going to start a drive on Long and tied up. Got the layup off the iron, no good. Rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham now has Tule-Su streaking ahead on the right side. Now they go down low to Rohr in the paint with the left hand. Missed it from point-blank range. And then the foul on Hine going over the back. That'll be foul number 3 on Lauren Hine. Long comes out. Jasmine Johnson checks in. We'll see if more... Well, they're going to send Beagley in instead right now for Lauren Hine. Well, Thunderwolves do not want to go 6.5 minutes without scoring in this third quarter like they started the first quarter off. Here is Horton on the left wing. Feeds it up top. Here's Tago, and she's tripped up and fouled. Foul is on Tule-Su Anderson, her second. Already the 4th team foul on the Thunderwolves here in the third quarter. there's no area to complain. They've all been right there. Easy calls to make. Here's Smith on the left wing. Hands the ball outside to Tago. Tago now hands it off to Smith. Smith on the left side to Horton. Horton picked up there by Cunningham. Now they come outside to Whitworth. She starts to drive into the paint and lost it. Traveling is the call. Somebody got a hand in there on her way by. I'm not sure who it was, but fouled things up. Cunningham brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Need a hoop on this trip here. Get things started in the second half. Back pass, Cunningham fakes. She'll drive in. She's in. Layup. Good. Cunningham has 5. Quickly back the other way comes Smith. Takes it right to the hole and draws the foul on Molly Rohr, and that's her third. Nope, they don't call it on Rohr. They get bailed out a little bit there as the foul's called on Jasmine Johnson. I thought they were going to whistle number 3 there on Molly Rohr. Thunderwolves will gladly accept that trade-off. But it sends Jalen Smith to the free throw line. That's the second time she drove it right to the hole. Free throw up and good. 29-25, Thunderwolves by 4. Second toss by Smith on the way. Swish. She has 9. 29-26. Here's Cunningham up top to Beagley on the left side to Jasmine. Drives around a screen. They switch out on her though. Right side to Cunningham. Got Rohr down on the block with a mismatch. Now they get it to her, but from behind in the foul. Bree Wellington. She was in no man's land there with Rohr. Had her pinned down on the block. And the foul on Wellington is her third. So second team foul on Metro State. So Thunderwolves will trigger it in on the baseline. It'll be Jasmine Johnson doing the honors. Inbounds to Rohr on the block, goes up with the right hand. Good on a foul, it'll count. And the foul will be on Whitworth. So Molly Rohr with 9. And she missed another free throw. That's her third miss of the night from the stripe. 31-26. Quickly back the other way. Smith holds it. Now comes outside to Whitworth. Now down into the corner. This is Wellington. Holds the ball high. Picked up there by Rohr. Gets it to Tago. Fakes in the lane. Comes outside to Smith. She's wide open. Jumper on the way. Missed it. Rebound to Beagley. Beagley gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. We got a 5-on-4 break here. Long cross-court feed to Csu in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Csu follows it in but lost it. And then they tie things up on the alternating possession. It'll belong to Metro State. And injured on the play here. Jalen Smith. That's why they had the 5-on-4. She hit the deck. I think she's all right. I think she just kind of banged her knee or ankle or something. I don't think she twisted anything. Just hit the deck hard. Here comes Tago across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Onto the right side to Whitworth. Whitworth holds it high. Here's a feed inside to Gonzalez. Goes up on Rohr. Shot blocked. Rebound to Johnson. Johnson fires it ahead to Csu. In from the right. Goes cross court to Cunningham. Fakes the three. Goes up top to Rohr. She will launch the 3 ball. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound batted outside to Johnson. Good play there by Beagley. Into the corner to Cunningham. Back to Csu. Lobs it inside to Rohr. On the block. Goes up with the left hand and missed the layup. And the rebound to Smith. She'll bring it out of there. 1-on-3 break. Make it 2-on-3. Drives it into the paint. Goes around Csu. Nice scoop shot up and in by Jalen Smith. She has 11. Gorgeous move there. 31-28. The lead back to 3. Here's Jasmine to the no foul call, but she lays it in. Definitely some contact there. 33-28. Long down court feed. Layup. No foul on Beagley. And that will send Janae Payne to the free throw line. 2 free throws upcoming for Janae Payne. Small sample size, 58% on the year, 7 of 12 from the stripe. Free throw on the way, got it. Metro State, they are perfect from the line tonight, 8 for 8. Thunderwolves, on the other hand, they've missed a number of free throws in this game. Thunderwolves have missed 5 in the game. 6 of 11. Second toss, and that one clanked off the iron. No good. Beagley with the rebound. So it's 33-29. Thunderwolves by 4. Here's a feed down low to Rohr on the block. Immediately goes up, left the left short, but she drew the foul. And the foul on Michaela Gonzalez. Metro State doing a good job of spreading the fouls out. So we come back after the timeout. Molly Rohr will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Thunderwolves with 4:54 to go here in the third quarter. They lead it 33-29. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 33-29 our score. Thunderwolves by 4. Special hello to Alan Hedrick, the strength and conditioning coach. He's down in Belize tonight. He's under a tree with a adult beverage out on the beach with his lovely wife. It's a good place to be. He's probably moved in. I guess the sun isn't out anymore, but could have a little one of those nice little torches going, a little tiki torch. With a drink with an umbrella in it. I don't see Alan Hedrick drinking anything with an umbrella in it, though. Here is Molly Rohr at the free throw line. On the way, swish. A struggle from the line tonight for Molly. 3 of 6, but on the year, 82%. Second toss on the way, got that one. 35-29, Thunderwolves by 6. That matches their halftime lead, which is their biggest of the game. Here's a drive to the hoop by Horton. Now angles outside, hands the ball up to McClare. McClare drives around a screen into the corner to Payne. Payne cut off by Jones. Ball gets loose on the baseline. It's picked up, though, by McClare. Drives in, cut off. Now to Payne. Down low on the block. This is Wellington. Fires it outside to Whitworth. Right side. 7 on the shot clock. Here's McClare. She'll jack up a 3 ball. It's short. Rebound to Cunningham. Flying down the lane. Brings it across the timeline. Pushing the pace. Feeds it up top to Beagley. Beagley lobs it down low to Rohr. She's wide open. Layup good. Rohr with 13. Give the assist to Beagley. If it was hockey, there'd be a secondary assist there to Katie Cunningham. Beautiful passing play there for the Thunderwolves. Ball on the left side to Whitworth. Now top to Horton. Horton holds it there onto the right side to McClare. McClare looking inside. Now up top to Payne. She'll launch a long 3 ball. It's good. Why not? When you're shooting as badly as Metro State is, you might as well just cast one off from 30. 37-32. Thunderwolves lead is 5. Ball on the right side, Jones. Hands it off to Cunningham. Rohr just pushing and shoving, looking for position. Has it in her office, and she is mugged. No, now the whistle comes in. Molly Rohr says, how many times they got to foul me? And the foul will be on Whitworth. And that'll send Molly Rohr to the free throw line. Free throw up and good. 38-32. Gonzalez in and Whitworth out now for Metro State. One more for Molly. Flips it up, bang, hits the front iron but gets the shooter's roll. She has 15. It's 39-32. Thunderwolves by 7. Here's McClare across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Directing traffic onto the right side to Gonzalez. And, you know, the beating that Molly Rohr takes down on the block, and then they're going to call Beagley for that one.
The beating we're taking, and you call that? Come on now. The beating we're taking down here, and you call that?
She held her.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Coach, that's your warning.
Okay, they're all over down here, too.
Foul number 3 on Beagley. Free throw up, no good. And as we always say, the ball never lies. One more for Wellington. Wellington only a 59% free throw shooter. That means you got to be on high alert here for the board if you're the Pack. On the way, and it's off the back iron, and they don't get the rebound as Payne has it. And she lost it off her foot out of bounds. As Cunningham got right in her grill there, and she dribbled it off her foot out of bounds. So Thunderwolves by 7 with possession here. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Katie Jones in the game, has it on the right wing, steps back, won't take the three, gives it off outside to Johnson, left side to Cunningham. Cunningham has the ball knocked loose, regains it, drives into the paint, it opens up for a nice dish to Hines, shot blocked though, rebound to Jones, lost it out of bounds, it'll belong to Metro State. Metro State might look back on that play as one of the key turning points if they come back, as Hines was there for point-blank range, but they got the shot blocked. Here is McClare bringing it across the timeline. Goes onto the right side to Payne. Payne holds it there. They're trying to post up Wellington down on the block. Instead, they go to Gonzalez. Back to Payne. Left side, now to McClare. McClare up top. This is Horton. Drives in. Cut off there by Cunningham. Ball batted away, but it goes right into the hands of Gonzalez. She dribbles around a screen to the free throw line. 7 on the shot clock. Gives it to Payne. Long three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound, Tule Sue has it. She wants to run. 2-on-2 break with Jones. Here's Tule Sue. In from right, dribbled it off her hip. Lost it, and then she traveled with it. So the ball goes over to Metro State. Here's Ordorf checking back in now for Metro State. So the Roadrunners have dodged a couple of bullets here on the last two possessions. Down by 7 with 2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds pass to McClare. She'll bring it across the timeline. Goes on to the left side to Ordorf. Ordorf holds it there. Dribbles around a screen. Goes over onto the right side to Payne. Payne lobs it inside. Turns, shot blocked by Rohr, rebound to Anderson. Tule Sue brings it across the time. She'll slow things up as you didn't have numbers. She's at the top of the key, gives it off to Hine, onto the left side to Jones. Jones works around a screen. They switch out on her. Come left side. Cunningham's wide open. 3 ball on the way. Short. Long rebound. Cunningham has it. Foul on Metro State on Bree Wellington. Good hustle there by Cunningham, but you learn as a freshman you got to get position on the shooter that time, and Wellington forgot. Cunningham to the line, 87% on the year. Free throw up and good. Cunningham with 6 points. She'll have one more. Couple extra dribbles this time. Free throw up and good. 7 points for Katie. And she'll get a break here as Long comes in as Jim Turgeon, kind of smart here, trying to buy an extra minute for here. Final 2 minutes of the quarter, and then the minute break between quarters before she'll be out there for the duration or until the Thunderwolves blow them out, I guess is what you would hope for. Here's Smith on the right wing. I don't see a blowout here tonight, though. Ball on the left side. Here's Payne. One bounce, now gives it off to Smith. Smith dribbles into the paint. Backdoor feed, open on the block. Ordorf, she's surrounded, though, gets rid of it. Now back pass to Smith. She drives it right in and reach-in foul. No, 3 seconds on Metro State. Good interior defense there. Looked like Ordorf was in, but then she was surrounded by Hine and Rohr, tried to get rid of it. Smith kind of fumbled it, and by that time it was 3 seconds.
Taylor, come this side.
So 1:21 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead it by 9. Metro State, they don't want to get it down double digits here going into this fourth quarter. They want to remain in contact here. Conversely, the Thunderwolves would love to step on them right here. Here's Jones on the right wing. Dribbles around a screen. Cut off, goes pick and roll to Hine. Reverses, goes up on the baseline. Missed it. Rebound comes outside. Long has, that's going to be a foul on Tule Sue Anderson, I believe. Yep. As Tule Sue got caught there, she shoved Jalen Smith to the deck. She thought she might get away with it. No such luck. That means the very tough Jalen Smith will go to the line. That's foul number 3 on Tule Sue. And Smith a little slow to get to the free throw line. She took quite a spill there. She already has her right hand kind of taped up, her right thumb, and then the tape kind of goes across her, toward the backside of her palm there. She's kind of shaking that off. See if it affects her free throw shooting at all. On the way, got it. She is 6 for 6 from the line. She's single-handedly keeping Metro in this ball game right now. 41-33. Still an 8-point lead for the Pack. Smith trying to cut it to 7 for the Roadrunners. On the way, got it. And now she's going to come out of the ball game. Probably going to take a look at that hand, try to dress it up a little bit. Erin McClare in there. 41-34. Thunderwolves by 7. Jones with it. Way out top. Goes into the corner to Hine. Hine trying to find Rohr down on the block. Bad pass. My goodness. Stolen away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the right wing. Gives the ball up top. Now onto the left side to Payne. Payne gives it off to McClare. She's open, won't take it. Goes down the lane. Dishes off. Ball stolen away by Jasmine Johnson. She's fouled in the backcourt. No call, though. And now finally they call the foul. I think Gonzalez can't believe it. And frankly, I can't either, Michaela, because you fouled her about 3 times before that. And then when they do call it, you didn't do much to her. I'd be perplexed. So it'll be Jasmine Johnson to the free throw line. Shoot a pair. Both teams well over the limit here. Free throw on the way. Swish. Jasmine 81% on the year. Had the game winner last week in Spearfish. 1.8 seconds to go. Hit the running left-hander to win the game for the Thunderwolves to keep them undefeated. Johnson hits a pair. Hine out. Beagley back in now for the Thunderwolves. Inbounds pass to Tago. 30 seconds to go now in the quarter. About a 5-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Feed out top. Here's Whitwer. Drives in. Steps back. Can't get the shot off. She's picked up by Beagley. Now will launch the 3. It's good. Beagley gave her a little room, and Whitwer buried it. 43-37. The Roadrunners refuse to go away here. Thunderwolves last shot time here. Plus they'll get the first possession of the quarter. Feed out top to Jones. Fakes and will launch for 3. It's way off the mark. Rebound loose in the lane. They got a chance here with 3 seconds to go. McClare feeds it right side. 3-pointer by Payne. In and out. Oh, my heartbreaker there for the Roadrunners. End of 3 from Massari Arena. Thunderwolves continue to lead it by 6. They led it by 6 at halftime. They lead it by 6 heading to the fourth quarter. They lead it 43-37. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. 43-37 is our score as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves had the lead up to 9 and had a couple of possessions, a chance to increase on it. Couldn't get it done. And boy, that shot for 3 by Payne to end the quarter, if that would have went in, it would have tightened up immensely. But as it is, Metro down by only 6, but the Thunderwolves get the ball first to start the fourth quarter. Some other scores from the conference. Mace's defeated Mines tonight 72-66. Carter Christian over Western State 73-50. Chadron State leads Westminster 69-54 in the fourth quarter. Third quarter score, Fort Lewis over Black Hill State 37-35. Here's the inbounds pass to Cunningham. Thunderwolves move it right to left as we look at it here courtside at Massari Arena. Csu-Pueblo doesn't take the pick. Now dribbles around to the free throw line, kicks it outside to Long. Long to the free throw line, steps back, 15-footer on the way, off the back iron, no good. Rebound to McClare. She'll bring it across the timeline. Fires it in on the left wing. Here's Whitwer. Now gives it off to Payne. Onto the right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez starts a drive. Crossover move. Goes around Rohr. Shot blocked by Molly. Says, do not come in here. Have you read my press clippings? Metro gets the ball back, though. Inbounds pass to Gonzalez. She's fearless. Hands ball outside to Tago. Into the corner. Open. Drives in. Jumper blocked again by Rohr. Rebound to Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Kills the dribble. Now hands it off to Hine. Hine now gives it off to Long. Boy, Rohr was flashing open. Didn't get it to her. They go to Csu-Pueblo on the left wing. And a bad pass, but that's going to be a holding foul inside on Tago as Hine was trying to get free, and she was being held. Foul on Tago is her second. First team foul of the quarter. And it will be Squires Horton checking into the game, and Janae Payne out for the Roadrunners. Georgia Ordorf in. Tago out for the Roadrunners. Thunderwolves by 6 with the ball. Long on the inbounds. Lobs it in to Rohr. Gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham now starts a drive, fakes, lobs it inside to Rohr. Turns, goes up, won't take the shot, gives it off to Long. Into the corner to Hine, won't take the three. Dribbles around a screen, backs her way in, feeds it outside. Bad pass, but it's picked up there by Long. Ball knocked away, regained to Cunningham in the corner. Drives the baseline, might have pushed off, got away with it. Now in trouble, 9 on the shot clock. Cunningham, nice dish, layup good by Long. Great patience by Cunningham, and she finally found Long streaking to the hoop. 45-37, Thunderwolves by 8. 8.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ordorf in the corner. Feeds the ball up top to Whitwer. Lobs it down on the block to Ordorf. Turns, faces on Rohr, goes up with a reverse shot, missed it. Gets her own rebound, layup good. She stayed with it. And Ordorf in double figures with 10. It's 45-39. Back the other way come the Thunderwolves. Cunningham on the right wing. Holds it, gives it up top to Tule-Su. Fakes, drives to the free throw line, spins, and now comes back outside with it. The long right side to Cunningham. Cunningham waiting for Rohr to clear the lane. Can't get it to her. Now she's going to go to work herself. Underneath the hoop, in trouble. Gives it off to Tule-Su. In from the right, she was mugged. And Tule-Su will go to the free throw line. So, Katie Cunningham going to work underneath, showing her passing skills from the post. As she found Long the last possession for the layup there, she had Tule-Su, and if she wasn't fouled, it was going to be an easy deuce. Tule-Su missed 2 free throws earlier in this game. 81% on the year. Takes her time, spins it up and in. 46-39. Thunderwolves by 7. 7:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. She'll have one more. On the way. Swish. Tule-Su double figures with 11. 47-39. Thunderwolves by 8. Smith back in the game now for the Roadrunners. He was the catalyst there in that second and third quarter for them. Ball on the left side. Horton with it. Skips it up top. Now to Ordorf. Into the corner. This is Whitwer. Drives around the screen into the paint. Kicks it outside to Smith. She drives into the paint. Reach-in foul on Long.
Good job, Kate.
Foul on Long. That's not a bad foul for the Thunderwolves because Smith was going to come open down the lane and the reach-in foul prevented that. That's foul number 2 on Long. So it'll be Metro ball on the baseline. Inbounds pass comes to Horton. She drives into the paint. Running left-hander, missed it. Rebound to Cunningham. She wants to run it. She has Tule-Su up ahead of her on the right. Gets it to her on the wing. Tule-Su starts a drive, cut off on the baseline. Now they'll set things up. She continues to dribble over to the free throw line. Now steps back, goes left side to Cunningham. Lobs it down low to Rohr. Back to Cunningham. Fakes the 3. Drives the baseline. She's in. Layup good. Cunningham with 9. 49-39. Thunderwolves by 10. Outside with it is Smith. Timeout taken by the Roadrunners. Behind the stellar play of Katie Cunningham, the Thunderwolves have opened up a 10-point lead. 7:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Fox Sports Pueblo 1350, an iHeartRadio station. Online at foxsportspueblo.com and on your phone with your iHeartRadio app. KCCY Pueblo.
49-39, Thunderwolves by 10. 7:07 to go here. Thunderwolves at 35% for the game, but Metro only 25%. Inbounds pass. Here's Smith with it. Dribbles to the left wing. Trying to run their weave game out here on the perimeter. Thunderwolves have gone zone. Here's a jumper on the way. Missed it. Rebound to Hine. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham will bring it across the timeline. Feeds it up top now to Hine. Hine holds it. Now hands off to Jasmine. Johnson at the top of the key. Goes left side to Tule-Su. Now she'll start a drive to the baseline. Back pass to Hine. Wide open. 15-footer on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound underneath. Lost. As Cunningham tried to get it. Well, that was a beautiful play. It's just not been Lauren Hines' night. You just can't be good every night. And she's struggled tonight. She'll be glad when the head hits the pillow. Here's Smith on the right wing. Up top. Dribbling around a screen. Horton pulls up. Free throw line jumper. Missed it. But Hines there gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around the screen by Hine, and she was fouled. It's just shoving her out of the way was Jonalyn Whitwer. Sometimes you can ignore things like that, but when you make it as blatant as that one was right in front of the official, you got to call it. 4th foul on Whitwer.
Hey, remember what we talked about today? Remember what we talked about?
And Whitwer's going to have to come out of the game right now, as it's going to be Tago. Nope, Tago comes in for Gonzalez. They leave Whitwer out there. Tanya Javi says, you know what, there's nothing like the present. We got to get back into it right now. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. On the wing. Looks for Rohr. Bounces it to her. In her office. Goes up with the left hand. No good, but she drew the foul. And the foul is on Ordorf. And Molly Rohr, who has 15 in the game. If there's ever such thing as a quiet 15, I think that'd be it for Molly tonight. But she is the difference maker in this conference, make no doubt about it. Second free throw, good. 17 for Molly Rohr, and she'll get a break as she comes out of the ball game, and Angie Moore checks in. Across the timeline, here's Jalen Smith. Dribbles to the right wing, holds things up there. Feeds it to the high post to Tago. They go left side, long three-pointer by Whitwer off the back iron, and Cunningham gets the rebound. Gets it ahead to Tule-Su. Fires it ahead, right side, streaking in from the right is Hine, and she lays it in. Hine with her first field goal of the night, but she hustled ahead and filled the lane, and Tule-Su found her. 53-39, Thunderwolves by 14. Feed up top to Tago. Little stop and go move, plows into Tule-Su, but it's going to be a blocking foul. They're going to call a reach-in foul instead on Katie Cunningham, as Katie reached in as she went by. So instead of number 4 on Tule-Su, that's a break. It'll be Smith to inbound it on the baseline. Gets the ball in to Ordorf. Pulls up, 15-footer way off the mark. There's Hine for the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Katie brings it across the timeline. Dribbles in from the left, into the corner to Tule-Su. Little stop-and-go move. Now dribbles to the free throw line. Keeps it alive. Goes up with a running right-hander. Missed it. And the rebound to Ordorf. Ordorf fires it ahead of the field, but the pass too tall for Whitwer, and it goes out of bounds. Long in, and Cunningham going to get a little rest here. Boy, what a game she's had. 9 points, 10 rebounds, a couple of assists. And the most important stat for your point guard, only 1 turnover in the game. Here's Long, dribbles around the screen. Down the lane she goes, dishes it off, and Angie Moore lays it in. Give the assist to Long. 55-39, 10 in a row by the Thunderwolves. Here's a drive to the hoop layup. No good, but a foul as Jalen Smith took it all the way in there. And a foul on Jasmine Johnson. And we've come to our fourth quarter media timeout. 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves on a 10-0 run. They lead at 55-39 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 39. Thunderwolves lead it by 16. Rohr, the leading scorer. She has 17. Tule-Su with 11. Cunningham with 9 points, 11 rebounds. 1 point away from a double-double. They've only got her accredited with 1 assist. I got to talk to the assist department here. Free throw up and good. An assist doesn't necessarily have to be right at the hoop. It could be the pass that leads to the basket. I think the official ruling is 1 dribble to the hoop, you get the assist. That stops the run for the Thunderwolves as Metro State now within 14. Here is Moore down the lane. Left-hand layup, no good. She drew the foul on Georgia Ordorf. Ordorf can't believe it. That's her 4th. 5th foul, beg your pardon. 5th foul on Georgia Ordorf. Junior out of Wollongong, Australia. I don't know what state of Australia Wollongong is. It sounds kind of like a Sydney area. Free throw up and good. Our viewers on the Stretch internet feed tuning in for Metro State basketball. I was in Australia. 86-87, right around New Year's there. Spent Christmas in Australia. It was beautiful. I was in Bendigo. Second free throw, no good by Moore. Here's a drive to the hoop by Smith. Smith is not shy about taking that ball to the hole. And she'll get to the free throw line. Foul on Long is her third, and that will send Jalen Smith to the free throw line. She's made a living from the stripe tonight, 9 for 9. Free throw up and good. Make it 10 for 10. Came in tonight shooting 72%. She gets there more often than any other Roadrunner. 108 free throws coming into the game. So it's no surprise she's getting there early and often in this game, and late, as a matter of fact. She hits another one. Pressure in the backcourt here. And a bad pass, but it's picked up somehow by Csu-Pueblo. She drives to the baseline. Cutoff goes way out top to Hine, right side to Jasmine Johnson. Johnson up top to Long. Now to Johnson, down low to Moore. Turns, goes up in the lane with the left hand, and doesn't get the roll. And the rebound belongs to Smith. Smith's probably just going to take it right to the hole here. Here she comes. Right down the lane she goes. Kicks it into the corner. That's going to be a charge. She never stopped, and she plowed right into Jasmine Johnson. But I still think that was the right play. But I think the even better play for Smith was to take it in there and then just shoot it. Johnson gets it ahead to Csu-Pueblo across the timeline on the left wing. Now up top to Jasmine Johnson. Right side to Long. Long to Csu-Pueblo. She's wide open. Three-pointer on the way. Got it. That might be the dagger. Second three of the night for Csu-Pueblo. Makes it 59-43. Thunderwolves by 16 with 3:40 to go. Here's Horton. Drives to the right wing, hands the ball off, driving to the hoop. Smith stops, won't pop, goes right side. Three-pointer on the way by Horton, no good. Rebound to Hine. Gets the outlet pass to Long, and Long will bring it across the timeline. Slows things down, gives it off to Hine. Thought about the three-pointer. She's going to drive it right down to paint. Running left-hander, no good. Was bumped, no call. They weren't going to bail her out. And the rebound to Tago. She brings it across the timeline on the left side to Whitwer. Whitwer holds it there. Now directing traffic. Dribbles to the top of the key, hands it off to Horton. Horton steps back. Long three-pointer off the iron, no good. Long with the rebound for the Thunderwolves. 3:05 to go here, fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 59-43. Long hands it off to Hine, comes left side to Csu-Pueblo. Dribbles around a screen, goes inside to Hine. Wheels, fakes, goes up with the right hand and banks it in. Hine with 6. 61-43. Another assist for Csu-Pueblo Anderson into the corner. Here's Whitwer. Long jumper is up. It's good. 2-point shot. Whitwer has 8. 61-45. Thunderwolves by 16. 2.5 to go. Here's Hine onto the right side to Csu-Pueblo Anderson. Steps back. Long three ball on the way. That was a heat check. Missed it. Rebound loose on the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Metro. Last touch by the freshman, Bree Wellington. Comes some substitutions in for the Thunderwolves. Anderson, Hine, and Johnson out. Cunningham comes back in. Beagley in there. Katie Jones in there. So it'll be Long to trigger it in. Gets it into Moore. She's on the block in her office. Goes up with the right hand hook. It's good, and a foul. Angie Moore with 5 and a chance for the three-point play. And that is the 5th foul on Michaela Gonzalez. Chelsea Vallejo's into the ball game, and Katie Cunningham comes out. Free throw is up and good by Angie Moore. 6 points off the bench, always reliable. 64-45, 2:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball into the corner. Here's McClare with it. Now gives it off to Smith. Skips across court. Horton drives into the paint. She was bumped and fouled by Vallejo. It's foul number 1 on Chelsea. And it'll be free throws upcoming for Janae Squires Horton. Free throw is up and good. Horton on the year. Very good free throw shooter. 89% on the year. Hits them both. She has 2. 64-47. Jalen Smith comes out. Janae Payne back in now for the Roadrunners here. She needs to start the clock. There we go. 2:05 to go. Ball up top to Beagley, onto the left side to Jones. Jones hands it off now to Vallejos. Out along. Thunderbolts just going to run their stuff. Here's Jones, moves into the free throw line. Down the lane she goes, a little scoop shot, left a little short. Follows in, gets a rebound, fires it outside to Long. Great hustle there. Out now to Vallejos. Vallejos on the right side to Long. Long up top to Vallejos. Now to Jones. Left side to Beagley. Beagley, little ball fake, backs her way in, feeds it into the corner to Vallejos. 10 on the shot clock. Up top now to Long. Long moving in, drives to the free throw line. It's a little stop and go move, steps back, goes up with the left hand, hit the front iron, no good. Rebound to Payne. Payne now will bring it across the timeline for the Roadrunners. Stops, goes right side to Horton. Inside, a little reverse shot, no good by Wellington. Beagley lost the rebound, but it goes right to Moore. Outlet pass now to Long. Long brings it across the timeline. Way outside with it, gives it to Moore. Moore onto the right side to Jones. Jones dribbles around a screen. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Ball right side to Vallejos. 15 on the shot clock. Now the Thunderbolts will settle into their offensive scheme here. Onto the right side to Vallejos. Lobs it down low. Moore's wide open. Layup good. Give another assist. This time it's Vallejos on the interior feed. Angie Moore has 8 points here. All of them in the fourth quarter. 66-47. Three-pointer no good. Rebound to Vallejos. 35 seconds to go here. Thunderbolts going to run a lot of clock off here on this possession. 20 on the shot clock. Left side to Long. Now to Beagley. Beagley turns, faces, gives to Moore in the paint. Wheels, goes up with the right hand, left is short. And the rebound to McClare. McClare fires it ahead on the left side. Whitwer with Vallejos to beat, goes in with the left hand and lays it in. Nice move there by Whitwer. Double figures tonight for Jonah Lynn. She has 10. 66-49, and the Thunderbolts now can just sit on it. Fans starting to salute them. Job well done here. Didn't score the first 6.5 minutes of the game, but from there on, started to take care of business. Had a 6-point lead at the end of 3. They end up winning it going away by 17. Our final score, Thunderbolts win it 66-49. Stay tuned for our post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderbolts win it. Final score 66-49. Give you a quick recap of the ball game. We were all tied up at 6 at the end of 1. Thunderbolts didn't score till the 3:31 mark of the first quarter. Metro had a 6-2 lead. Thunderbolts tied it. Eventually got their first lead of the game at 9-6. The lead changed hands a couple of times where the Thunderbolts took the lead for good at 11-10. Eventually hit it by 6 at halftime. Pushed the lead to as many as 9 in the quarter, but Metro State narrowed it to 6 at the end of 3. Then the Thunderbolts opened up the quarter on a 12-2 run, led at 59, and this pretty much kept it there from there on out. They win it 66-49. Our star of the game tonight is going to be one Katie Cunningham, 9 points, 11 rebounds, and an assist in the ball game. We're going to talk to her for the first time this year on our post-game show here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Our Stretch Internet feed viewers, we're going to go silent here. We use our audio for our filming of the interviews. We post those a little bit later to Facebook on the Jim Brooks fan page. We'll be back with you for the call of the men's game. But right now, another timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderbolts win the ball game 66-49. And joining us now, the head coach, Jim Turgeon. And Jim, in a lot of ways, this game kind of went where you might have expected it to early on. They really make it tough on you early on in the ball game, but the team responded finally in the second quarter and then beyond.
Yeah, they play very, very good defense, and quite frankly, that gives this group of theirs the best chance to win. We couldn't get in a flow. When we started so bad, I had to substitute, and that messed up our rotation the whole first half. And I felt like between substitution and the fouls, we could not get in the flow. But we finally, in the second half, a little bit in the second quarter, but halfway through the third quarter and the fourth quarter, we really started playing like us.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, man, it's like a golfer. I need a birdie. You got to get a birdie. You finally get a putt to drop. You finally get a shot to drop and get it tied going into the second quarter. That too, through a couple key hoops there late in the quarter. Kind of got you settled down a little bit, and then from there on you took off.
Well, the truth is, we worked on defense most of the week, and you can tell our defense is pretty good today. But our offense was horrible. I mean, you got to give them credit. They really played good defense, but some of the things we talked about where we'd have an advantage, we didn't really take care of. And again, the first half was just so ugly. There was no flow. We could never get into what we're trying to do, and I thought the second half we did a better job of that.
Well, we talked about it, though, in the pregame show. One thing you got to avoid is letting up on defense when you're playing a team that's so sound defensively. You got to kick up your game a lot. I thought the defense played spectacular.
We really did, and it's probably my fault we were so bad offensively, because after giving up 87 points last week, I kind of got on the kids this week. And Tuesday we had a back-to-basics practice where it was all defense, and it was a tough practice. And so we concentrated on that. That's our goal this week, is to really play defense. And offense, we just weren't very good. I don't know what else to say. It's my fault.
And then as the game wore along, of course, it seems like a good tonic for this ball club is you eventually figured out, hey, let's get the ball inside to Molly and let her go to work.
Yeah, they did a good job of collapsing. Every time Molly caught it the first half, they sent just about everybody. And Molly didn't handle it as well as she normally does. She looked kind of tired tonight. I don't know why, but she kind of looked tired tonight. But that's our ammo. And then once they started calling foul, I thought on the first half I thought they were fouling us before the shot.
Right.
And then second half they let up on that. They weren't fouling before, but then they were fouling Molly on the shot, and we got the free throw line.
I'll say a good way to get to tomorrow night's game. UCCS battle for first place in the conference, but so many times you see a team, you stub your toe the night before the really big game, but you didn't do that tonight. Took care of business.
It's hard to do. We honestly tried to take our weekly goals, be 2-0, and I hadn't even looked at UCCS film yet. Coach Moyers has a little bit, but I talked about Metro all week. We'll have a game plan ready by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then we'll talk about UCCS. Our kids are excited. We got through this game, but they're excited about playing tomorrow night.
All right, Jim, good job. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. There he is, the head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll talk to Katie Cunningham. That all comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game 66-49. And joining us now, our star of the game. Finally, we get Katie Cunningham out here, the glue of this ball club. It's always the best player on the team isn't the one always scoring all the points. And Katie is congratulations on another win here tonight against Metro State.
Thank you.
Had to be satisfying taking on a team, Metro State. This is a team that probably heavily recruited you, I imagine, up in the Denver metro area. Probably wanted you, but you came down here. It has to be satisfying to defeat them.
Yeah, it's always a good win.
Well, talk about your role on this ball club. You're kind of the distributor. You're the rebounder. You do all the things that don't get all the notoriety, but things that make a winning ball club.
Yeah, it's whatever the team needs. Sometimes they need me to go rebound, and that's what I'll do. I'll just do the dirty work.
Well, tonight you got to the hoop a couple times too on that drive. I think you kind of underestimate your ability to get to the hole sometimes. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I do, but Molly roars in there.
Right, exactly. There's something good down low there, isn't there?
So, get her the ball as much as I can.
Well, now you got another big game tomorrow. Every game seems like when you're on its kind of winning streak, 16-0, each next game is the biggest game of the year, and it really is tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night is going to be very hard, so we just have to come prepared and we'll be fine.
Now, what do you look forward to in that ball game? I'm sure you saw them the two times they played here, but it seems like they're a little different ball club. They didn't have their star when they came in here earlier this year.
Yeah, I know their offense is very good, so we just need to shut Amanda Hernandez down and obviously other people, but I think we'll be good.
All right, good job.
All right, thank you.
Did well. We'll do it more times to come. There she is, Katie Cunningham, star of the game. Back with more right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win at 66-49. Time for a quick recap of the women's game. We told you how the game kind of went earlier. The Thunderwolves were tied at the end of one. They led by 6 after a 6-0 run to end the second quarter, 27-21. Pushed the lead to as many as 9 in the third quarter before Metro reeled them in a bit. It was a 6-point lead, 43-37 as we went to the fourth quarter. But the Thunderwolves outscore them 23-12 in the fourth quarter, win it going away 66-49. Leading scorer tonight, Molly Rohr, 4 field goals, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. She hit her first three-pointer of the year. She finishes with 17. Tule Sue Anderson, 5 of 13 from the field, including 2 3-pointers, 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 14. Our star of the game, Katie Cunningham, finishes the night with 9 points, 3 field goals, one of those a three-pointer. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. After that, Angie Moore off the bench, 8 points, all of them coming in the fourth quarter. Lauren Hine, might have been an off night for Lauren shooting the basketball, but she chipped in as the game wore along. A couple of great passes and some rebounding efforts. She ended up with 6. Jasmine Johnson with 6. Taylor Long with 4. Maddie Beagley with a field goal for 2. Petrovic, Jones, and Vallejo all played field to score. Thunderwolves ended up 21 of 57 from the field. That's 37%. They were 4 of 15 shooting threes. That's 27%. 20 of 26 from the free throw line. 77%. For Metro State tonight, they're led by Jalen Smith. She finished with 17 points, 3 field goals, 11 of 11 from the free throw line to give her total of 17. Ordorf and Whitworth with 10 apiece. Gonzalez with 6. Payne with 4. Squires Horton with 2. They were 15 of 64 from the field. That's only 23%. 3 of 18 from three-point land. That's 17%. 16 of 19 from the free throw line. 84%. Thunderwolves out-rebounded them 48-42. Leading rebounder, as she almost always is, Katie Cunningham with 11 to lead the way there. Tule Sioux had 8 as well. 10 rebounds for Jalen Smith to lead the way for Metro. Thunderwolves credited with 10 assists on their 21 made baskets. Hine and Anderson and Johnson with 2 apiece there. 2 assists for Smith, 1 for Payne and McClare. Thunderwolves turned it over 12 times. Metro turned it over 9 times. 8 block shots in the game for the Thunderwolves. Hine with 4, Rohr with 4. There's your 1-2 punch down on the low block. 2 block shots for Metro, 3 steals for Metro tonight, 1 steal for the Thunderwolves. It was credited to Tule Sioux Anderson. Thunderwolves' biggest lead of the night was 19 when they led it at 66-47. Also led it by 19 at 64-45. Metro's biggest lead tonight was 4. The game had 3 lead changes. We were tied on 2 different occasions. Thunderwolves win it 66-49. Back to the men's game right after this. We talked to Ralph Turner on Fox Sports Pueblo.